There are three words: doubt, belief and devotion. These are the translation of three Hindi words. I can call it as Sandhya, doubt is Sandhya, belief is Vishwas, and devotion is Shraddha. Let us try and understand these three words very clearly, because a lot of our confusion is about these three words. Who do we believe in? Who do we doubt? And where do we have Shraddha or devotion? Let us start by saying that you are born into a belief, you are born into a Vishwas. You are a Hindu, you are a Muslim, you are a Christian, you are a Sikh, you are a Jew. It is your belief, it is the Vishwas. You are born into it, you do not question it. You go to a temple, you go to a mosque, you go to a church without any questioning. You do not question, why am I a Hindu? Why am I a Jew or a Christian? But you believe, your belief is into it, your Vishwas is into it. And since you are born into it, you also go to the respective places of your worship. And when you go to a temple and when you pray the statue there, still you have a belief in that statue because that's what you have been taught. It has come from outside the parents you are born into. They have taught you to pray those statues. If you are a Hindu, you are born into Hinduism. You are born out of Hindu parents. You do not question the sanctity, your belief about the statues that you are praying. You might question the other religion. And so this is a belief. So what is happening here? The belief is coming from outside. The belief is not coming from something that you have developed over a period of time. It is an outside thing. It may have been forced upon you, foisted upon you, or you are born into it, but in all the three cases it is coming from outside. Tomorrow you may go into a mosque and you get converted into Islam by some mullah, or you go into a church and you are converted into a Christianity by some priest, and then you start believing those religions. So again, that forcefulness, or maybe you can say that I did it. So again, but that is also from outside. The conversion is also from outside. It is not the devotion, it is not the Shraddha, it is something that is coming from outside. So the growth or the development in belief is very meager or almost nil. Whereas Shraddha or devotion you develop over a period of time. You look at things, you learn things, you understand them, and then you know them. Dhyan is that belief. You are hearing me, you will listen to me, and then you will doubt me. You may have a doubt in me that whether I am saying right or wrong, and then you will try and understand, you will put your logic into it, your mind into it, and slowly the devotion will happen, slowly and slowly the Shraddha will happen. So Shraddha is open. Shraddha is like a sea. When you are, it's samagra, it's complete. It's a development. There's a lot of development in Shraddha. You can continue to believe, but Shraddha help you develop yourself. And so, since you develop yourself into Shraddha over a period of time, It is very individualistic. Belief can be a group thing. Belief can be a society. It can be something which is collective. But Shraddha is very personal. Shraddha is very individual. You cannot give Shraddha to someone else. You have to develop it yourself. Your parents cannot give you Shraddha, they can give you belief. So, instead of believing, instead of having the set belief that the word has given you, it is better to doubt. At least in doubt, at least in sandeha, a growth is there, because if you are doubting something, then you are trying to know the truth behind that doubt. Then you are trying to know whether that thing is right or wrong. At least there is some kind of development there in the doubt. But belief is like a stagnant water. Doubt is like a flowing water. And from doubt you go into Shraddha eventually. And then Shraddha you become Samagri, you become complete. From Shraddha or Bhakti you go into love. So you can always say that Shraddha is that path that leads towards the love of Paramatma, the love of God. Sandeha can lead you towards it. It may or may not. But belief doesn't lead you to it. Belief is like a stagnant water. It eventually gets rotten. If you see, the whole world is into belief. Only a very stagnant religions come out of it, and they create problems for the humankind. Whereas in Shraddha, the individual growth is there. Buddha comes out of Shraddha, Mahavir comes out of Shraddha, Jesus comes out of Shraddha, Muhammad comes out of Shraddha. But religions comes out of belief, and they have not done any good for the humanity. So have this understanding. If you have to doubt, doubt, and then develop your understanding over a period of time. But once you have this understanding, then have some Shraddha. You can also do your experiment towards it. But once you have Shraddha, then walk on this path alone, individual. And there you will reach to that bliss, to that Paramatma, to that Anand.